flowers are on their way to bloom here in STL, but they are not the only pretty sights you can find this spring. Bakery Blooms by Amy specializes in floral cupcakes. Here to share more behind these delectable bites is owner of Bakery Blooms, Amy Lepsky. Amy, thanks for joining us this morning.
Thank you so much for having me. I really appreciate it.
I mean, you take one look at this. I said before the show even started to Sean, he was helping you get mic'd up. I said, Sean, doesn't this look like a real flower bouquet? He says, yeah, I thought it was flowers. I mean, this is crazy.
Which is kind of my favorite part because not only is it something that people get to eat, it's the dessert.
Yes.
But like I've had a lot of brides that use them as centerpieces because you spend so much money on floral arrangements, which are beautiful, but then when the wedding's over, you're kind of left with these flowers. So this is nice because they have the option that at the end of the night, you just tell everyone, grab a cupcake from your centerpiece, and you know, everybody gets something sweet on their way home.
And I want to talk about your journey a little bit because you are self-taught, which is just crazy to even think about.
Yeah, so I actually saw my first cupcake bouquet on Pinterest during lockdown. I think we were all spending a lot of time on our phones, kind of trying to escape from everything that was going on.
Of course.
I saw a picture of one, and at first, again, I thought it was a flower arrangement, and then I read the caption, and it said that it was cupcakes, and I was like, that can't be possible. Yeah. There's no way. And then it kind of became an obsession, where I started just watching YouTube videos and practicing and playing around with recipes, and it sprung from there.
I mean, and they are just the most cutest, beautifulest things I've ever seen. I don't even know, I'm making up words now to describe these. So now you do offer, though, they're also delicious. We want to make sure to talk about they're delicious. So can you tell us about the flavors you offer?
So currently I have vanilla, chocolate, and red velvet, and it's all covered in a vanilla American buttercream.
Ooh,
which
delicious.
Is nice because it does not need to be refrigerated.
Okay.
So that's a big plus for people that are using them as centerpieces that want to be able to set up earlier in the day and not be rushing around, pulling stuff out of the fridge.
Perfect. And do you sell them by the bouquet?
So I have a couple options. So I do have, like, this is a 9 cupcake bouquet. This is the most popular one for families and for use as centerpieces. Yes. I also have just this individual standard size cupcakes. Okay. And I have, my newest offering is mini cupcakes, which are my little baby blooms.
Okay, which, everyone, we have some mini cupcakes we're gonna try, and I'm so excited. Okay, before I dive into this, I want us to get a close-up. So we're gonna wait a second so they can adjust the camera because they just need to see the details of how beautiful this cupcake is. They said, don't move your hand, Mary. Sometimes I get too excited. There it is, look at that, everyone. I mean, look how beautiful and perfect that is. Oh, it's so cute. Okay, here we go. I'm so excited for this. It's the perfect little bite.
It is. It's nice, especially for like small children. Yes. You don't necessarily want to have a full-size cupcake all to themselves, so it's perfect.
Oh, baby. Oh, baby. I have to tell you all, they taste just as pretty as they look. They taste just as pretty as you look, which is what you always want. Sometimes you see desserts, but these taste just as pretty as they look. My goodness, Amy, I can't believe you just were, this was a COVID hobby.
Yes, it was, and it turned into something else.
Remarkable, delicious. Take a look at your screen here for further information. Bakery Blooms by Amy. There's her website. You can also find her on Instagram, which is where I kind of found her page because, my goodness, I couldn't get over how it looked exactly like a bouquet. Thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you so much for having me.
The perfect addition to our spring coverage. We needed this morning.
Thank you.